Thanks to all of our sponsors for making our Computex 2024 coverage possible.
Hey guys, we're here with XPG at Computex 2024. I'm here with Luca. You've seen him on the channel before. This time though, you've got something really interesting, something you guys have never done before. Is that right? Tell us all about it.
Thank you. First of all, Andy, it's so good to see you again. And it's so great to have you guys back at Computex. Yeah, we're having too much fun with ourselves.
Yep.
And so this is XPG. It's our concept project that we want to take to market probably sometime next year, maybe Q1. So this is a very early stage prototype. And first of all, what we're focusing is trying to get the ergonomics right. A lot of people focus on having a smaller design to make sure that the device feels small, but actually this is not the right approach when it comes down to really gaming for these devices for a few hours. And so one of the things that you first notice about this device, apart from the screen that comes up, is actually the fact that you have a little bit beefier handles, but these beefier handles really help to put the strain away from your wrist where you feel the heavy weight, and distributes your weight on your shoulders and back more naturally. So everybody that has tried this before today, in the last few days, say, oh wow, you feel so light. We're actually not lighter than others. We're even slightly heavier, but people keeps telling us you're heavy, you're actually lighter than the competition, which is kind of amazing. So we're having a blast about that.
I'm guessing the weight is quite evenly distributed as well, so that helps. And like you say, when you're actually holding it, you kind of feel you're more sort of framed like this, so you're not kind of hunching and sort of closed in.
And also because the display comes up, as you can see here, you know, you don't get the turtleneck issues that you have on other devices, or every day on your mobile phone. That's something that we're all guilty of. It's something that you want to avoid.
Can you tell us a little bit about the specs? What's actually inside of it?
Absolutely. So spec-wise, this is pretty much at par right now with what's available in the market. We're still based on Phoenix for the first prototypes. We've been discussing with AMD and with, we want actually feedback from your community, from our community. We want to know, do you really want to have a next generation? There is a next generation platform coming. There's Oakpoint, there's Kraken is coming, etc. We're kind of looking at that. Maybe there's not enough power and graphics in some of the next generations, unless it's too high-end, and then it's a price point issue. And so we are leaning more towards keeping Phoenix as far as we can lower the price as low as possible. And so this leads to another point. So we talked about ergonomic designs. We talked about Phoenix in terms of specs. Other point about the specs that is important to notice is that we're ADATA, right? And so we have a kickstand, and behind the kickstand, you'll be able to take this off, and you'll be able to install our CAM2 models. So this is going to be the first project that will have replaceable memory. Majority of people in this space uses LPDDR memory, so do we. But the key point is you can have 16, 32, 64. You can have up to 8,000 megatransfers per second, 7.5, 8,000, depends on which chip you're using. But essentially, now you have control of your life, of the life cycle of the device.
Yeah, so you're not just having to buy it and then 2 years later on, it's not maybe got the performance you'd expect from the latest games. Normally, you'd have to buy a whole new device. With this, you can upgrade the memory, you can upgrade the SSD, I'm guessing,
SSD as well. It will be easily upgradable.
Is it 2280 size?
Right now, this version of... So we have two prototype boards right now. One with 2230, one with 2280. We'll get we'll see how it feels from easy replaceability. And then based on that, we will figure out how to move forward. Obviously, we have a great product in the S55 space for the SSD. Either use that or the 2280 format that we are essentially getting the feedback and figuring it out.
Now, we spoke off camera about customization. Tell us a little bit more about that. 3D printing, that kind of stuff?
Yes. So, and this comes to two phenomenally central things about this platform. One is know your customer. Who's the customer for this? It's not going to be the 10-year-old kid that plays Switch, right? He's still going to play a Switch. And he's not going to be the person that wants to play Valve Steam for cheap because they're going to buy the Steam Deck. Steam Deck has put a very high bar with a low price,
Yep.
which is incredibly difficult to achieve,
Yep.
especially in the way the PC business works today. And so what we're going to do is know your customers. Our customers are modders. Our modders are buying our power supplies, are buying our chassis, that they do amazing things with this. And this is the same thing. By launch time frame, we will release 3D files and pin out information of all the connectors
Yep.
so that people can mod the heck out of it. So you don't like the color, fine, 3D print your own.
Yep.
Be my guest. Whatever, rock your boat.
Yep.
You don't like the controller, although we think that the thumbsticks are actually really good because we have a very large travel with that.
Yep.
You don't like that? We're actually looking at two different technologies for this. We have Hall effect versions. We have some new capacitive base under discussion, and we're gonna try to see whichever works best.
Okay.
And the other thing is, so the modding, 3D printing stuff connect also with a very important message, which is the circular computing message. This is something I wish the whole industry will start doing.
Yep.
Giving out this possibility means that 2 years from now, when you want to buy a new device, you don't really have to throw this away.
Yeah.
You can take the joysticks out, 3D print. You already have the design anyway for the same space. 3D print your version. You have a perfectly good X input controller via USB that you can use.
Yep.
Take the board out. You can use it for your family media server that you can hang behind the TV.
Yep.
You can use it for a Wi-Fi controller, a Wi-Fi access point. It's a perfectly good APU, very powerful still. And also, maybe your home media, smart media controller for your heating or your air conditioning and lighting, Sky's the limit. In fact, we're gonna look at we're looking forward to what the community will actually come up with.
So I've got a couple of quick fire questions. Operating system, Windows or Linux? What's going to be on it?
So, price point
Yep.
and experience is Linux.
Yep.
We will deliver. We understand a lot of people want laptop replacement with these devices, so we will provide Windows drivers.
Okay.
But
They have
we
to buy the
will work
license
on
and-
Linux with Proton
Yep.
as our main delivery system, so that you can have. And in the spirit of circular computing,
Yep.
you can move your license at least one time from another machine where you already have it, or you can find better ways to get your license as an individual. So why not let you choose, right?
Okay.
So,
And battery life, obviously, it is game dependent, but where are you trying to get the battery life average to be?
So right now we're using a 55 watt hours battery. We know that some other people is using larger batteries. You obviously can mod your own battery if you have access to components. That's one of the things.
Obviously, it's got Type-C, so you could just plug a power bank in to extend the battery life.
Yeah,
and
we
things
will
like
try
that
to
as well.
see how do we get the right ratio of trying to be as close as possible to 3-4 hours gameplay.
Yep.
That obviously depends on your game. It depends on how much wattage you give to the CPU when you're disconnected.
Yep.
So there's going to be some trade-offs, but yeah, right now we have 55 watt hours. And then if you want something else, it's moddable. Maybe you can expand it yourself.
Okay. Availability, you said 2025?
We're going to take our time because
You want to perfect it,
we
get
have,
it right,
we have
yeah?
perfectly working games and systems. But honestly, no offense, a lot of people rushed into this space, and we all know how it went, right?
Yeah.
One company had some serious issues with the display. One company had a serious issue with drivers. One other company had serious issues.
You want it to be perfect from the launch, right?
This is a category where experience trumps performance any day. And by the way, this is your laptop replacement.
Yeah.
Some of you guys are already traveling with this and not laptops anymore. You just, you put one of the Type-C expanders you can attach to your hotel TV, to your keyboard and mouse, have a comfortable experience. Honestly, all the gaming PC are being sucked away by AI.
Yep.
Even our laptop over there, our 4070 laptop is being shown as an AI demo story.
Okay.
So this is the future of gaming.
So obviously connectivity-wise, we've got Bluetooth, we've got Wi-Fi.
We got all the
everything you'd
standard
expect.
APU connected stuff.
Yep.
So in this case, you have the standard AMD module that has has 6.2 and Wi-Fi 6 and 5.2 Bluetooth.
Okay.
So you have all the capabilities that a standard laptop would have from connectivity perspective. And what's more is the display is obviously a 7-inch display, Full HD, 1080 by 1920 because it scans vertically.
What type of panel is the actual screen? Is it IPS or?
It's IPS 120 hertz.
120 hertz. Okay, because we have actually seen similar ones, but they've decided to go for 60 hertz to try and better the battery life. But I guess being a bigger unit, you can actually get a better experience.
We're gaming, and now everybody got used to their mobile phones
120 or 144.
Yep. And so 120. If you want 60 hertz, the key point is we're gonna give you tricks to.
You could drop down to that, increase the battery life if you wanted to, but it's down to the user.
That's something that we're working on for even further increase.
And what price are you going to try and hit this at? Where are we looking?
So obviously, as I said, Steam Deck set the bar at $500. We're gonna try as hard as we can without sacrificing the experience to get as close as possible to that.
Okay.
Obviously, that means not only sacrificing Windows, but also means that we will probably do a Kickstarter.
Okay.
Because we want to make sure that we reduce the percentage that the distribution system takes, so that we can provide you the price that you need. It's very difficult to move material at certain prices. We need to make sure that the community is behind us enough so that we can at least recover the expenses.
Yep, sounds good. Well, I can't wait to see how this progresses. It is early days at the moment, but I'm sure you're going to do amazing things with it.
Not super early. We've been playing around with the concept for a year now. These are early stage prototypes for what it's going to be more close to what finally we want to achieve. We need your help. We need your community and our community to tell us what we're doing right or wrong. And at the end, the key challenge for us is we talk to our heads and we vote with our wallets. And that discrepancy in every person is very big. Even for myself, I know that I would want something and then I buy something else, and there's a gap.
Yeah.
And so closing the gap will be the most challenging part that we have to figure out.
Sounds good. Well, there you have it. So yeah, if you've got any feedback on this, obviously XPG are all over every social media channel, Twitter, Facebook and whatnot. So give them feedback, let them know, and obviously comment on this video. What do you like about this? What don't you like about it? What do you want to see? And I'm sure they'll take that feedback on board. As always, Luca, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you so much, Andy. Always good to have you back.
Yeah, it's always good to see you, man. We've known each other a very, very long time.
Very long time.
Very long time. So yeah, lots more coverage coming from Computex 2024. So stay tuned for that, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.